Hello, welcome back to Shop and Tales. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark and eBay. Actually, next year will be my 10th anniversary on Poshmark that I've been selling, and I've been selling on eBay since 1999. So I went out of town. Actually, I went to Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Virginia. I currently live in North Carolina. And so we did go on a trip, and I stopped at a whole bunch of different Goodwills. I plan on doing a video. Hopefully by next week I'll be able to have it up, because I did take footage of all of the Goodwills just to show you price differences, comparisons, different brands that different Goodwills have in different regions and different states. I primarily source at only 3 Goodwills here in North Carolina, and that is how I run my full-time business. And sometimes it is fun just to, when you're out traveling, if you're going to be in a different state anyways, to pop in different Goodwills. And I was in maybe 20 minutes to half hour. I wasn't spending the day there, just to see what they had to offer. So that video, if you're interested in that type of video, that will be up sometime next week. So I left both of my stores open. We were only gone a few days, and I left my stores open, and normally I go on vacation mode. So this is the sale. These are all the sales, 900 gross pay. It was actually over $900. I sold a pair of clogs here for $50, and I had to cancel them because I could not find them. I have all my shoes numbered right here in these bins, and I also have more in the closet. I have 16 bins full of shoes. Did not have an inventory number for some unknown reason, and I didn't just go and cancel it. I actually took a half hour and went through all my bins to see, and I didn't see it unless I overlooked them. I know I have them somewhere. So I did have to cancel the sale, and you know that happens. That usually happens about 2 to 3 times a year. So as a whole, I usually sell 100 to 125 items a month between both platforms, Poshmark and eBay. And as a whole, I usually only have to cancel about, I would say, 2 to 3 a year. So I don't think that's not too bad. When I first started, it was like once a month when I was not using an inventory system. I currently use Vendoo. I think we all know what Vendoo, at least if you're a full-time reseller, most of us do have Vendoo or Prime Lister of the sorts. Vendoo is what I use to do all my cross posting. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description. It is a time saver. It's basically a time saver. So anyways, I want to get into the dozen sales. Well, I couldn't find that one, so the 11 sales, totaling $900 gross. And I'm just going to show you what sold and tell you a little bit about the brand if I feel that's needed. This is my cost of what I pay at my Goodwills. And that is one thing I did notice when I was visiting different states' Goodwills, is that 9 out of 10 of the Goodwills that I visit when I go out of different states, I do have a USA map. I would love to be able to source in all 48 states at some point. I think I've sourced in about 20 states though so far, which is pretty good. And what I notice about sourcing in so many different states is that they don't have set prices like we do in North Carolina. So I'm spoiled. I definitely am spoiled, because when I was sourcing, each item and garment had a different price, whether it was shoes, bags, and clothing. It wasn't a flat rate of like, here, all my pants and all my jeans at my North Carolina Goodwill are always $4.99, and it doesn't matter the brand, it's just always $4.99. So that has spoiled me. Okay, 100% silk Elaine Fisher XL trousers. I would not pick these up again. They do retail for $268. I paid $5, and I sold them for $45. That said, I sourced them in 2020. So I knew eventually someone would, look for 100% silk pants. They are not lined, so they are semi see-through. Beautiful attention to detail. Look at that lace covering up the stitching. Beautiful, just beautiful. Just a taupe color. Again, they retail for $268. This is the Elaine Fisher. Elaine Fisher I used to sell a lot more of, but now it just sits for me. Sometimes I just can't leave it behind because it is a good quality piece, but Chico's definitely sells faster, and I sell more Chico's than Elaine Fisher. Elaine Fisher I usually sell maybe one every 3 to 4 months, I would say. But I think this is maybe my second or third. I'm gonna, you know what, I'll insert it here. I'm gonna do a search, and then I'll insert it how many, here we are in October, and how many of this brand that I have sold this year. Because I think that's interesting too. But they make a really good quality piece, guys. But got $45. All right, next I do sell jewelry on Poshmark. I buy it at estate sales, on eBay. My average cost of goods for my jewelry is 25 cents per, and I list them on Poshmark for $15 to $25 a piece. Like if it's sterling silver or gold plated, I will list it for 25, but it still is buy one, get one free. So 2 pairs for 25, but the majority of it is just $15. Like these were listed for $15. These are glass. I forgot what that was called when there was something. I'll put it right here because of the D I know. And these were listed for 25. So she bundled them both on Poshmark, one for 25, one for 15, and I sent a $25 offer and she accepted. So she got both pairs for $25. Okay, next is a Ralph Lauren red tee in size 2X, new with tags. And this is vintage new with tags. It retailed for $65. It was vintage, 100% cotton. I listed it for $50 because of that crest right there. I thought that was really cool looking. Oh my gosh, with some dark denim jeans and some cowboy boots. Wow. This sold for $50 and I listed it for $50. And that sold on eBay and I paid $4.99 for her. All right, so here's 2 silk April Cornell skirts. I had bought these last year when I was going to Texas and I wore one, but then I didn't wear another one. I was trying to get into this vibe and it just wasn't me. But I do love April Cornell as a whole. I believe that's the vintage, but I always pick up April Cornell if it is actually any size. I don't leave April Cornell. So it is a long maxi dress, Asian inspired, just beautiful. And this one was no tags. And I wore it out to dinner for about an hour, so it is almost new. But regardless, I put it up for $89. I paid $10. I put it up for $89 and I sold it for $89. And then the same lady came on eBay and purchased this red one that is still new with tags that I didn't wear at all. Does it have a... Okay, so they retail for $119. $119 each. This is the Crane Ladies silk dress. And I think they're like Vera Bradley where they will put out a type of, you know, look and then it retires and then you can't get it again. So I don't think that's probably why, you know, someone was missing this for their collection perhaps. And these are lined 100% silk. They're just beautiful. They're wispy and beautiful, but mostly I just don't trust myself with silk. I'm going to spill coffee on that or hand lotion or something, but they are beautiful. Just beautiful. So this one was new with tags and this one I had it for $10 more and it did sell for $99. So $89 and $99. And those were both eBay items. This was a J.Crew lavender Sherpa. Take it out. I'll refold it. Pretty heavy duty. I've been sitting on this for, I would say, maybe a year. And I thought J.Crew is having a moment, but it's a certain type of quiet luxury moment, I believe. This is a 2X. I was really hoping to get $50, $60. I'll put right here how much they retail for. It's not exactly cheap, and it is just a 2 fur. Mixed media. It has the nylon and then it has the Sherpa, and I don't know if I put mixed media in the title. I hope I did, but when you are, if you're trying to think of like maybe an extra keyword to use, when there's 2 different types of fabric, design, what have you, you use the term mixed media because a lot of people search for that. They just type in mixed media clothing because that's what they're into. So this sold for $30. It was an offer. I had it up for I think $49 and someone offered me $20 and I countered them $39 and they offered me $25. I think I just then declined it, so I don't know if it's the same lady. And then my I think my Posher VA sent a $30 offer and they accepted. So that is going out finally, and I won't pick that up again for that type of piece. All right, another item that I thought I was gonna sell a lot quicker. I picked these up in February and they are just a really nice leather Zara block heel Mary Jane size 8, and I just sold these for $40 on Poshmark and they are new with tags. They retail for $80, $79.99. Zara isn't cheap. I mean, I feel like Zara used to be cheaper, but even H&M, if anybody's ever been to the H&M store or the website, H&M has really increased their prices as Zara. When I watch videos of cute little Zara handbags, I'm like, oh, okay, how much could that be? Maybe 40, and it's like over 100. So they're really cute for fall, definitely cute. and those sold for $40. And Zara, I don't usually generally pick up unless it's like a unicorn piece or something that you know people are like talking about. Zara, I like Zara. They do run small. I don't know if they are a juniors brand or not. I don't think they're considered a juniors brand, but like the XXL is like a large, like a size 12. So I'm not sure. I've never had their shoes before, but I have had like a dress, pants, clothing. I've had that before, and I was never happy with the fit. So yeah, Zara is fast fashion. I mean, it's very trendy and hip, but it is fast fashion. Next, I brought these, gosh, a while ago. I brought them for a cruise. I definitely paid under $100 on Poshmark, and I resold them on eBay for $300. This is one of the cheaper items. I think they are Chanel authentic little jelly slides. I think they only retail for like $8.95, which again, for shoes, that is a lot, but it's cheap for the brand. And yes, they run really small. Most designer, they're size 41, which would have been like a 10.5 or 11. I found that they ran like a size 9. And so I had brought them for a specific outfit for pictures, and I think I had kicked them off and had my daughter wearing them so I could wear her shoes because they hurt my feet. So they're very, very narrow. They're beautiful. And so I'm assuming the gentleman brought them for his wife, which she's going to be very excited getting these. So yes, they sold for $300. I had them up for $400, and he just messaged me on eBay and asked if I would go to $300, and I said yes. So yeah, I made some profit. Okay, 2 more things. One is a Chico's size 2. Chico's new with tags, chocolate brown, retails for $79. Wow, for a t-shirt, guys. Is it long sleeve? It's long sleeves, but $79 for a t-shirt. More like a tunic. It does have that little button. Chico's is hit or miss. I know I sell Chico's, I would say almost on the daily. They do use vanity sizing. For example, their size 2 is supposed to be just a large, and their size 3 is extra large, and it goes up to a size 4, which is an XXL. This feels like it has modal in it. It's very pretty. I didn't realize it was new with tags. I don't even know if I said that it was new with tags in my listing, but I had it up for $39, and someone offered me $35, and of course I took it. And then lastly was another shoe sale, and these are Ralph Lauren, I believe, collection Ralph Lauren. There's Chaps, there's Lauren Ralph Lauren, there's regular Ralph Lauren, there's Polo Ralph Lauren, there's a couple others that I'm not thinking of, and then there's their highest runway tier, and that is the purple label of Ralph Lauren, men and women's, and it's just a deep, maybe a little bit darker than Barney, the dinosaur purple, and this is their highest end. I believe these retail for like $2,000, and I paid $6, and I took a $175 offer. I use like leather wipes to polish up all my shoes when I bring them in before my pictures and photographs, and before I ship them. Just like some of the, like those silk skirts, I'm going to be steaming them before I ship them, because I want to fold them in such a way which they will probably have a little wrinkle, but I want someone to have the full experience when they open all their items, whether it's a nice plush, clean, you know, Napa leather on their shoe, making sure everything just looks as best as it can, because a lot of people do just throw things in the bag any old way. And I've noticed a lot of people on Reddit like it that way. A lot of people that I've read on Reddit do not like extra stickers, and they really abhor bags like this. Maybe they're minimalist and just really green, but most of the times I still do it. Am I giving a thank you card? Every single item that goes out used to get a thank you card. Now it gets a thank you sticker as a time saver, because I have so much generally to wrap on the daily. But I'll wrap them very, very well with brown paper. Another thing people don't like is bubble wrap. Unless it's a breakable coffee cup or lamp fixture or something. A lot of people say they hate this bubble wrap, or anything like plastic on a shoe, even stuffed inside. And so I'm just trying to get better with that as well. So yes, I will clean these up even more, wait for them to dry, wrap them up, and I will even, you know, buckle them as well, so that whoever opens them can get the full experience, hopefully. And that is it, guys. That is all I have for you today. Again, I'm going to be working on a really good shopping video of all the Goodwills and some good story times, and a lot of hauls coming, because while I didn't source that much, I bought about 2 or 3 items per Goodwill. So that is a haul that's going to be coming hopefully in the next week as well. So I thank you so much for your time. And that's all I have for you today, guys. Bye.